Hi guys, it's Steph. I'm just here with a very small, I don't even call it a haul, so I picked these up at a local garden center. These are, I'll show you, the Peachberry Ice heucheras from Proven Winners. They grow 8 to 10 inches tall and 30 to 34 inches wide. They are zone hardy 4 through 9. And they bloom midsummer. These I saw in a video and they were absolutely stunning, so I just had to have them. I found them at a local garden center. They had quite a few, but price point wise, it's in context, it's probably what I would spend for a clearance shrub is what I paid for these perennials. But they're very hard to find. They don't sell them at Lowe's, they don't sell them at Home Depot, so I wanted to get them while I could. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in these pots that had some summer annuals in there. I'm just going to pop them in there for now until I figure out where I'm going to put them in the landscape. But I just thought they were a beautiful color. Like on the tag, it has like some orange, some like yellow tones. It's a very warm heuchera, and I kind of like that. Like right now it's not super warm. I don't know, I wouldn't say it's cool either, but I just love the foliage. I love when foliage is warm. I do kind of gravitate towards like red foliage or purple, but purple is a cool tone. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so they're gonna go in these white pots for now until I figure out what else I'm gonna be doing or where I'm gonna put them. But I snatched them because they were there. Normally I would want, especially if I'm paying what I paid, I would want to be able to divide right away. These to me aren't easily divisible because they are still pretty dependent on this main stem, if you can see right there. So it has some offshoots, and these were the most robust big plants that I could find, so that's what I did. Since I wasn't able to divide right off the jump, I got the two biggest ones I could find that looked, fairly healthy. But I mean, these were marked down to half price and they look pretty good. I mean, there's some trimming that could be done, but I'm probably just gonna let it go for the time being. So I'm going to pot them up and I will show you what they look like once it's done. So here they are, all tucked in. So there was a little bit of creeping Jenny that was left in that pot over there, so I had like a little piece that broke off, so I was like, oh, I'll start in there. I believe creeping Jenny is hard to zone 4 as well, so they should be fine over the winter. I might move them over here a little bit more protected, but again, who knows, I might end up putting them out in the landscape sooner than later. But I absolutely love it in the container, like absolutely love it. I did like the summer planters that I had the lantana. Actually, here are the roots from the lantana that I dug out because I did not replace the soil in there. One, I don't really think it needs it because I'm not trying to fertilize something right now as we're going into the colder months. So it's really just to insulate it. It's not to provide any nutrients. So I wasn't too concerned about giving it new potting soil, and I definitely didn't add any fertilizer to it. So I was like, you know what, I'll just use the soil that's already in there, and then I'm going to remove it and replace it next spring. But in there were some geraniums. You can see the color here. There's this like pinkish color, really pretty. I actually took these out this morning and I'm going to try and overwinter them. So I have them drying in the garage right now. And then there was this luscious lantana royale that was in there, Cosmo. I will definitely be repeating Cosmos in the backyard next year because the hummingbirds were just like all over it, and other pollinators as well. But definitely want to do lantana. And then the third was a coleus that didn't really do great. It was the right color. I'll show you. It was the right color, but it was the wrong coleus itself. I should have bought a higher quality one. So it just didn't really do much for me. It got really leggy. It didn't really bush out, so it could have been that I should have kind of kept pruning it back to branch out a little bit more. But even still, it just really wasn't doing it for me. But these heucheras in these pots are just really, really special to me. I don't know, I did, in the spring, I had some purple Prince heuchera in the front with the Keeping Jenny, and I thought that was really nice too. So I'm starting to rethink my potting aesthetic, that I think I do appreciate flowers in the ground and foliage in pots. But I don't know, it's still something I'm figuring out as I, go through this journey in gardening and gardening design. But so yeah, those are just the one heuchera, and like as I said, then the Creeping Jenny was in the summer pots as well, in the spring pots. So this is just like literally like one little rooting that was left behind, and I think it would just really even bring it into spring. So I'm not sure what I'll do, but for the time being, I think these look really great. I'm going to watch for moisture, make sure they don't get too wet. And, I don't know if, there might be roots plugging up the drainage hole at this point. So I'm going to keep an eye on them. But that's that for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.